Welcome back to episode 2 of the Cottage to the Cup. Today we will be starting the season for real. First game up, Manchester United, away from home. And there's always going to be a struggle. It always seems to be one of them ones as well where, is it just me or does Fulham always seem to play Man U on opening day? We will look over the team that we are going to be facing against. A probable lineup is Onana in goal, Martinez, Delit, Zuri, Ahmad, Casemiro, Amenu, Rashford, Fernandes, Xerxes. Pretty much as you would expect. The bench is looking strong as well. The position that Man U are sitting in terms of their squad, their team, that's where we want to be pursuing. That's where we want to be going to. Let's go over to our press conference for the first time. It's the first press conference I've done. There he is, the main man, Marco Silva. Let's see what they have to say. Delit has led the defensive line beautifully. Do you think Minez has what it takes to get past him? I think so. Obviously, there's a new sort of morale system. If you go too far above, they sort of become a bit cocky and their form, the players' form, etc. Martinez has been impressed. Press fans and pundits alike. Are you trusting Diop to keep him silent? Yeah, of course I am. Manchester United aim to expose their opponents by taking advantage of wide areas. Encourage Diop. See him into that. You see that like green area? That's where we want to be hitting. What's Reece Nelson got to say? He did have a very good pre-season. Been playing pretty well lately. You will. We've got bigger games coming up. You will get your opportunity, and you're probably going to get your opportunity in this game as well. Is there any way we can like delete these messages? No. Doesn't seem to be able to. Let's get over to match day. The team is as you'd expect, as what I explained last episode. Leno, Stone, Diop, Anderson, Robinson, Iwobi, Burge, Peru, Muniz up top, Smith Rowe and Tamori out wide. As I stated, we will be seeing how the players play, how they get on, how they do, and whether the team will change. The Reds are marching on. Apparently, it's off to Old Trafford we go. We will be watching the full match intro. As I've said before, it's something I'm going to do from time to time. And here we go. Like I said to you in the last episode as well, it looks like we have ball boys and ball girls. So whether we'll see that here, yeah, there we go, there they are, which is pretty cool. I do like that little touch. Whether that's been something that we've seen in previous games or not, I'm not sure. It's not something I've really sort of paid much attention to, but yeah, it's pretty cool, that little touch that we've got there. Let's get to it, guys. First game of the season, an important one that we need to go out there, get something from if we really want to make a march this season. If not, Joslu, Garnacho, these weren't in the probable lineup. Fernandes, Joslu, Diop's done enough to win the ball back, and we're able to come away from our defence and try and forge an attack of our own. Robinson plays it out wide, where we'll see Smith Rowe, new boy here at Fulham, playing that inside forward role. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do enough. Bruno Fernandes is going to be a nightmare this game, I think. He's sort of pushing on into space that we seem to be leaving open. After a sloppy start to the game, we're now able to take the ball under control and try and forge out a proper attack. Smith Rowe into Anderson, who's then using a Wobie back, who's sitting slightly deeper. Smith Rowe again. Found Anderson to Aurore, making that run past the defender. Lovely save by Onana, and it's gone out for a corner kick. Let's see what we can make of this first corner. Obviously, the wind's going to take effect as well. Floating that into the back corner. On a post, and Onana picks that one up. Wobie again with the ball quite deep in that midfield, and I think that's definitely a position that we're going to be looking at strengthening quite quickly, because unless I've got someone on the bench that's going to be able to do the role better, but Joselu is weaving his way through our defence, error after error. I think even to the point where we take out our own player. And yeah, he slots the ball home. We're 1-0 down, 25 minutes on the clock, 26 minutes on the clock. And yeah, definitely against the run of play. We have definitely had more of the ball. But let's see if we can now create a better opportunity for ourselves and get ourselves back into this game. Obviously, we're up against it a bit today against Man U, who realistically should be up the top end of the table from the end of the season. This is not good. They're now really dominating down this right-hand side. We've done enough. And we can forge an attack of our own, looking to counter. Look how many players they have and sit back. They've got defensive midfielders sitting there, not even looking to get forward. Wonder why they're playing so deep. So it's almost like they're shutting up shop before the game's even started. Hopefully, that'll. I've just now had a bit of a play around at half-time, thinking that the volume was very, very quiet. Hopefully now this will definitely help. And I had a feeling in episode 1 as well. So hopefully this will all be a little bit better. Garnacho down on this left-hand side, and he's the one who's really been creating anything for United this game. This time round we were able to do enough and hold him off. Can Traore create something for us? Looks like we are going to now build along this our own left-hand side, and there's an injury now being picked up. Nasty challenge, but nothing coming of it. Traore making that run down our right-hand side. No one in the box, so he's having to try and do it himself. Passes the ball on the floor, but Reece Nelson first time, Onana with a lovely save. I think Reece Nelson's going to have to be starting, you know. All the games that I see, well, I say all the games, but the game that we played in pre-season, he impressed, and once again, he's come on in this game, found some lovely opportunities, created an opportunity, and then had a good shot on target as well. I feel that he's definitely someone that is going to make a difference, and unfortunately I think new boy Smith Rowe is going to be the one who's probably going to miss out. Once again it's Nelson, deep crosser, and we tried to nod that back across, and nothing comes of it. 10 minutes left, we're still 1-0 down. There goes the man of the moment again, Reece Nelson down this right hand side. Really is causing problems ever since he's come onto the pitch. I thought he was going to create the opportunity for the equaliser there, but unfortunately wasn't to be. The United fans are all blowing up. The referee brought the whistle to his mouth. Any second we will hear that whistle go, I believe. There we go, whistle has gone. First game of the season, we come away with a 1-0 loss away to Manchester United. Next up is our first home game of the season against Leicester. The change I think I'm really going to be looking to do. Let's have a look at their team, see who they've got. As you'd expect, Vardy up top and Didi in the middle. Didi on the bench, Skip on the bench. I forgot that they signed Skip actually, Harry Winks. Moldova. They've got a fairly decent team as their probable lineup. Remember, this is a probable lineup and not necessarily the lineup that we will be seeing. We will be looking to sim this one and then play out the last game against Ipswich. The only difference I'm looking to make is I'm going to bring If Reece Nelson's not quite fit, that's the only problem. I'm going to leave him on the bench, actually, and then hopefully we'll see him get some minutes through the assistant manager put him on the team. 1-1. We come away with a draw first point. He doesn't get any minutes, but I will be looking to rotate slightly, I think, with Ipswich now coming up, unless we actually look at that as a must win. They got a draw against Man City, Ipswich did, so I'm going to have to have a look over that. And then, as I'm saying about Ipswich, prior to that, we do have a game against Reading, which we will be definitely simming that one. So let me check over the team's development plans, and then we'll see how we get on in the EFL Cup. With Reading up next, I'd like to be able to mix up the team a little bit, change a few players around. This is what their lineup's looking like. Again, it's the game that we should be going into and winning the League One now. So if we aren't able to get a win here with a switched up team, then yeah, we're in for a long, hard season. So we will be changing up at left back. We'll be getting Diop off, giving him a rest for sure. Changing the right back up as well. Iwobi can be rested this game. Actually, we could probably mix the midfield up completely. Bring Harrison Reed in there. And then Carney could come in here. Yeah. Looks good to me. Striker wise, we're going to bring Vinicius on. Torre can be rested for Harry Wilson. And then Smith Rowe can be rested for Nelson. There we go. So we have mixed things up. I would say that I'd swap the keeper out, but we literally, the goalkeepers in this team, 67 overall, 54 overall. They're not good enough. They're nowhere near good enough. It's a win, as we'd expect. Raul with both goals. One goal, and Vinicius with the other. 2-0 win, and we progress in the EFL Cup. That's perfect, and what we would like to be seeing. Next up is definitely Ipswich this time round, so we will get training plans done, and we'll go ahead and get to the game against Ipswich and hopefully pick up our first 3 points of the season. We are back in the Premier League. Ipswich Town is up next. They signed, I think they couldn't have signed any more players. They've had a really good start to the season they lost their first game, got a draw, and then they've just won in the Cup. So it's very similar to what we've done, really. We drew our first game. Hold up a minute. They've played an extra game to us. Is that correct? If we got the draw against Man U, then we played Leicester, didn't we? I can't remember what we'd done against Leicester. How did we get on? What did we do? We lost against Leicester. No, we lost against Man U, draw against Leicester. Come on, sort it out. Yeah. Draw against Leicester, lost against Man U, and we're obviously now coming into the game with Ipswich. We've got an email from our assistant managers just stating what players are going to be off on international duty. Not really too fussed about that. They can go, off they go. But we will be going in with the lineup as you can see it. I feel comfortable enough that that's where we go. Obviously, Reece Nelson is one that is forced in our hand, really, to try and get onto the pitch. So, depending on how this game plays out against Ipswich is depending on whether he will be able to get more time on the pitch. Obviously, Portman Road is a stadium that's not in the game currently. For some reason, they sort of added a few of the lower league team stadiums, but Portman Road wasn't included. But for a coming time. Adama Traore down this right-hand side very early on in the game, looking to create something. Nothing that time, but he gets to go again. Smith Rowe at the back post, not quite able to get enough on it. If we create an opportunity for the edge of the box, we have Morgan saves. Smith Rowe on the edge of the Ipswich box, going to have to go back to Iwobi. As I said earlier, he's always waiting, always sitting there, always that ball back if we need it. But can Smith Rowe, he can't really create anything coming through that gap, but he has created an opportunity for the edge of the box. Once again, Walton does enough. And they have done so on this right-hand side. Opina getting scrappy in the box as well. We can't afford to give away anything silly here. Opina's down to Sammy Smuddocks, and a lovely save by Leno. Puts the ball around the post. It's the corner. Done enough to see that one away. I say see that away, but they win the header on the halfway line. And they're already back up on the edge of our box, looking to get the ball into the middle. Broadhead, Smuddocks is the danger, and Leonard has to put that one round the post again. Ipswich finishing this half strong. Corner whipped in. Header won by Robinson, and you're able to get the ball away. Fiore is the one who's looking, run into space. Has he got enough on him to get past the Ipswich defence? He hasn't, but he has found the on-running players that are coming in. Iwobi from the edge of the box. Top corner, what a strike! 1-0, 41 minutes gone. Iwobi has just absolutely hammered that ball into the top corner. What a goal. I'm not going to lie, when I hit the ball there, I did not think that that was going to be sailing in, and it did. Puts us 1-0 up away at Portman Road, or the Portman Road, I suppose it's supposedly. 42 minutes gone. A poor pass out from the back sees Ipswich able to try and create an opportunity of their own, which is what they're doing. Sammy Smuddocks is one that is causing all problems today. But Anderson does enough, and Smith Rowe will now look to bring the ball forward. Fiore is totally open on this side. Adama Traore running into the box. Plays the ball. Whoa! Nearly deflection into his own goal. He has to go 2-0 up. We still lead 1-0 with that Iwobi wonder strike. But Ipswich are starting to get more of a foothold in the game, and I said Rory Delap earlier, didn't I? It's Liam Delap. Over the last sort of 10 minutes, Ipswich have definitely been the ones in control of possession, and definitely the ones who are looking more likely to create something. So we need to break this up a little bit, as Raul has done. And is he able to just kill off the clock? 83 minutes gone. It's a little bit too early to be coming into the corner, but we'll just kill that clock off. Fiore nearly loses out. He's now done enough to break past the defence. There's the ball across into the middle. Not quite enough. It's gone out for a throw-in and be able to make these changes to shore up the midfield. Also looking to make a couple of changes as well.
Number 16, Sanderberg. Coming onto the pitch, number 6, Harrison Reed.
Harrison Reed come onto the pitch, and he's got the ball in the middle of the park here. Taken on the midfield, got the ball into the box. Opened up an opportunity for Reece Nelson. Is not able to curl that one into the bottom corner, but Torres stops that from going out. He's not going to do it again, is he, Iwobi? He's not going to do it again, is he? Alex Iwobi! 1 minute left, and I'm probably going to say we've seen all we're going to see. Ooh, lovely header, but not able to get past Burgess, who was on the post. Raul wins the ball, but the referee blows a whistle. It's full time, 1-0 win. We go away from supposedly Portman Road with the win. First 3 points on the board. An amazing game of football from Alex Iwobi. Absolutely run that midfield. As I said in episode 1, I was, half tempted to be moving him away and thinking of changes, etc. But after that performance, I don't know if I'm going to have to do that. That is it for today's episode. Remember, next time up, we will be coming up against the likes of... Let's see, because obviously we've had that cup game as well, haven't we? We've also got a youth tournament become available as well, so hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit better in that. We've got West Ham, Newcastle, Wolves and Nottingham Forest. I think we'll probably look at the Newcastle Nottingham Forest game. Or do we want to... EFL Cup is quite important to us, right? So do we go Newcastle... Yeah, we'll probably go Newcastle Wolves in the next episode. But as always, if you liked today's episode, remember to hit that thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. It really does help with the episode reach, etc. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button ready for tomorrow's episode, where we will see, like I said, the games against Newcastle and Wolves. Anyway, thanks for everyone joining in and watching, and I shall catch you in the next one. Peace.